Stop, before you spend that coin, look at it carefully. What if I told you that this dirty, old-looking Washington quarter in your hand could be hiding a secret value that collectors around the world are searching for today? We're diving deep into the mysterious world of United States Washington quarter dollar coins that may look ordinary, but in rare cases, can become extremely valuable in the collector's market. Some are selling for hundreds, thousands, and in rare situations, even life-changing amounts depending on their condition, errors, and rarity. Stay with me, because what you're about to learn could change the way you look at every coin in your pocket forever. Let's get started. First up, the 1972 Washington quarter was produced at the famous United States Mint facility in Denver, Colorado, identified by the small d mint mark found on the reverse side of the coin. During 1972, millions of these quarters entered circulation as America experienced economic changes, rising inflation, and increased public use of coinage in daily life. The Washington quarter itself honors George Washington, whose portrait has appeared on the quarter since 1932. Designed originally by sculptor John Flanagan, the coin became one of the most recognized pieces of American currency. Even though billions of Washington quarters were made over the decades, collectors know that certain dates, mint marks, and error varieties can become incredibly valuable in today's market. Now here is where the story becomes fascinating. While most 1972 quarters in rough condition are only worth face value or slightly more, rare examples with minting mistakes can command enormous prices from collectors. Some coins have dramatic off-center strikes, doubled dies, clipped planchets, or die cracks that make them highly collectible. Others may contain unusual metal composition errors or striking abnormalities created during production at the mint. A heavily worn coin might still be worth hundreds or thousands of dollars if it possesses one of these rare characteristics. That is why experienced coin hunters examine every detail carefully using magnifying glasses and professional grading tools. One tiny mistake on a quarter can transform an ordinary coin into a legendary collectible. Among the most sought-after features on a 1972 Washington quarter is the double die effect. This happens when the coin die receives multiple impressions slightly out of alignment during the manufacturing process. The result can create visible doubling on the letters, date, or design elements. Collectors become extremely excited when strong doubling appears on coins because these errors are scarce and visually dramatic. A rare double die quarter in decent condition may sell for hundreds or even thousands of dollars at auction. Even rough condition examples can attract strong interest if the doubling remains visible. Many people unknowingly spend these valuable coins without realizing what they possess, making surviving examples even more desirable to collectors today. Another important factor influencing the value of a 1972 quarter is silver content confusion. Although regular 1972 quarters were struck in copper-nickel clad composition, a few rare transitional or experimental pieces may exist due to minting accidents. If a quarter was mistakenly struck on a silver planchet intended for another coin, its value could skyrocket dramatically. Such mint errors are incredibly rare, and collectors are willing to pay enormous amounts for authenticated examples. Professional grading companies often verify these unusual pieces using precise weight measurements and metal analysis. A rare error quarter discovered in circulation could potentially sell for tens of thousands of dollars, depending on its uniqueness and condition. Condition also plays a major role in determining coin value, although even very rough examples can still hold collector interest. Coins described as very rough condition often show heavy wear, scratches, rim damage, discoloration, and faded details from decades of circulation. Normally, this reduces value significantly. However, rarity always matters more than condition in the coin world. A rare error coin with heavy wear may still outperform a common coin in perfect condition. Collectors understand that some rare varieties survive only in circulated states because people used them in everyday commerce before their rarity became known. Therefore, rough condition does not automatically mean worthless. Every detail must be carefully inspected before dismissing any old quarter. The historical background of the Washington quarter adds even more excitement to this coin. Introduced during the Great Depression in 1932 to celebrate the 200th birthday of George Washington, the quarter quickly became a permanent part of American coinage. Over the years, the design witnessed major moments in United States history, including World War II, the space race, and economic transformations during the 1970s. By the time the 1972 quarter was minted, America was facing inflation concerns and changing monetary policies. Millions of quarters pass through banks, businesses, and vending machines daily. Today, these coins represent both financial history and nostalgic Americana. making them especially popular among collectors and historians, alike. Many coin enthusiasts dream about discovering a hidden treasure worth millions of dollars. But realistic values for most 1972D quarters depend on rarity and grading. Common circulated examples may only sell for a few cents above face value, while higher-grade uncirculated coins can bring $10 to $100 or more. Error varieties, however, can reach astonishing prices. Some exceptional mint errors from Washington quarters have sold for thousands at major auctions. If an extremely rare, unique minting mistake were discovered on a 1972D quarter, experts believe the value could climb dramatically due to collector competition. Stories of ordinary people finding valuable coins in pocket change continue inspiring collectors around the world. Professional grading services, such as Professional Coin Grading Service and Numismatic Guarantee Company, play a huge role in determining the true market value of rare quarters. These companies authenticate coins, evaluate condition, and assign official grades that help buyers and sellers trust the marketplace. A certified rarer 1972D quarter often becomes far more desirable because collectors know it has been professionally examined. Auction houses frequently feature certified coins in competitive bidding events where prices can soar far above expectations. For collectors, authentication is one of the most important steps before attempting to sell a potentially valuable coin, so before you ignore an old Washington quarter sitting in a drawer, take a closer look at the date, mint mark, and unusual details. A rough-looking 1972D quarter may appear ordinary, but hidden errors or rare varieties could make it surprisingly valuable. Coin collecting continues growing in popularity because stories like these capture the imagination of people everywhere. Treasure hunters dream of finding forgotten coins worth life-changing amounts of money, and sometimes those discoveries truly happen. Whether your quarter is worth only 25 cents or several $1,000s, every coin carries a unique story from America's past. And somewhere out there, another rare 1972D Washington quarter may still be waiting to be discovered by someone willing to examine their spare change carefully. Next up, the history behind the Washington quarter begins with the iconic design honoring America's first president, George Washington. The Washington Quarter series originally started in 1932 to celebrate the 200th anniversary of Washington's birth. By 1973, the coin had already become one of the most recognized pieces of American currency. The obverse side features a portrait of George Washington created by sculptor John Flanagan, while the reverse displays a majestic eagle with outstretched wings clutching arrows and olive branches, symbolizing America's strength and peace. Coins from the early 1970s also represent an important era in United States history, a time filled with political change, economic uncertainty, and cultural transformation. Collectors love coins because they preserve these moments in metal, making each quarter not only money, but also a historical artifact connected to the American story. One reason some 1973 quarters become valuable is their condition. A normal circulated coin in fine condition may only be worth slightly above face value, usually between $1 and $5 depending on collector demand. However, if the coin remains in uncirculated or mint state condition with sharp details, brilliant luster, and nowhere, its value can rise dramatically. Professional grading companies carefully examine the coin's surface quality, strike sharpness, and preservation level. A 1973 Washington quarter graded at very high mint state levels, like M-67 or M-68, can sell for hundreds or even thousands of dollars at auctions, because such perfect examples are extremely rare. This is why collectors search through old coin rolls hoping to discover one untouched by time. Even tiny scratches or discoloration can significantly affect the market value. Another exciting aspect of the Washington quarter is the possibility of mint errors. Error coins are among the most desirable treasures in the numismatic world because they are accidental and unique. Some 1973 quarters have been discovered with off-center strikes, double die errors, clipped planchets, or die cracks that make them highly collectible. A strong doubled die can create visible doubling in the lettering or Washington's profile, making the coin rare and valuable. Off-center strikes can also attract huge attention because part of the design is missing while the date remains visible. Collectors sometimes pay thousands of dollars for dramatic mint mistakes since they are far rarer than ordinary circulation coins. Imagine finding a quarter in pocket change that turns out to be a rare minting accident worth more than a brand new car. Many people wonder whether a 1973 quarter without a mint mark could truly reach millionaire-level value. The truth is that ordinary examples will not make someone instantly rich, but exceptionally rare versions with unique minting errors experimental strikes, or perfect grading could achieve astonishing prices in elite auctions. Coin values are driven by rarity, demand, condition, and historical significance. In the coin collecting world, even modern coins have sold for enormous amounts when they possess unusual characteristics. Experts encourage collectors to examine their coins carefully under bright light or magnification to search for hidden details. Sometimes what appears to be a normal quarter can contain microscopic doubling or striking flaws that dramatically increase its worth. This mystery and excitement are exactly why coin collecting remains one of the most fascinating hobbies in the world. The composition of the 1973 Washington quarter also reflects an important change in American coinage history. Earlier quarters minted before 1965 contained 90% silver. But by 1973, the United States Mint had switched to a copper-nickel-clad composition because rising silver prices made silver coins too expensive for circulation. The 1973 quarter therefore contains layers of copper and nickel rather than precious silver. While this means the coin does not carry silver bullion value, collectors still seek rare examples because of their historical importance and collectible appeal. The edge of the coin reveals the copper core sandwiched between outer nickel layers, a feature easily recognized by experienced collectors. Even without silver, rare quarters from the clad era have achieved remarkable auction prices due to scarcity and condition. Rarity coin grading plays a massive role in determining the market price of the Washington quarter. Professional organizations such as PCGS and NGC authenticate and grade coins on a numerical scale from 1 to 70. A fine-condition coin may show moderate wear but still retain visible details, while mint-state examples look almost untouched. Collectors are willing to pay enormous premiums for coins with exceptional eye appeal, blazing luster, and flawless surfaces. A beautifully preserved 1973 quarter stored carefully for decades could be far more valuable than one that circulated through cash registers for years. This is why old coin collections inherited from parents or grandparents sometimes contain hidden treasures worth significant money today. Even small differences in grade can mean the difference between a coin worth a few dollars and one worth thousands. The fascination with rare quarters has grown rapidly thanks to channels, social media collectors, and viral treasure hunting stories. Videos showing ordinary people discovering valuable coins in pocket change inspire millions of viewers worldwide. The Washington quarter often appears in discussions about hidden American coin treasures because many people still own these quarters today. Some collectors search through bank rolls every week hoping to uncover high-grade examples or rare mint errors. Others attend coin shows, auctions, and estate sales looking for overlooked treasures. The excitement comes from the possibility that anyone could potentially discover a valuable coin hiding in plain sight. This dream of turning spare change into a fortune continues to fuel interest in numismatics across generations. Many viewers also connect these coins with stories involving major American financial institutions and the history of the United States economy. Although there is no official State Bank of America, the coin symbolizes the strength and legacy of American currency systems managed through institutions like the United States Mint and the Federal Reserve System. Coins such as the 1973 quarter circulated during an important economic period marked by inflation concerns and major financial transitions. Because coins physically pass through millions of hands, they become silent witnesses to American history. Holding a 1973 quarter today feels like holding a small metallic time capsule from the early 1970s, carrying decades of stories, transactions, and memories within its worn surfaces. In the end, the Washington quarter remains one of the most interesting modern American coins for collectors and treasure hunters alike. While most examples are common and affordable, rare high-grade pieces and dramatic mint-error varieties can command prices ranging from hundreds to thousands of dollars in today's market. The possibility of discovering a hidden treasure keeps collectors searching through old jars, wallets, and inherited collections every day. Whether you are a beginner or an experienced numismatist, the 1973 quarter represents more than just 25 cents. It represents history, mystery, and the thrilling possibility that extraordinary value could be hiding inside ordinary pocket change. Before spending your old quarters, always inspect them carefully, because one small detail could transform a simple coin into an incredible collector's prize worth far more than anyone ever imagined. Next up, the 1977 Washington quarter belongs to the long-running Washington quarter series, first introduced in 1932 to honor the 200th birthday of America's first president, George Washington. Designed by artist John Flanagan, the coin features Washington's famous portrait on the front and a majestic eagle on the reverse side. The 1977 quarter with no mint mark was struck in Philadelphia, because quarters produced there during that era usually carried no mint mark at all. Millions were made, but finding one today in brilliant uncirculated condition is much harder than many people think. Most coins entered circulation immediately and became scratched, worn, or damaged over decades of use. Collectors pay premium prices for examples that still show dazzling luster, crisp details, and almost no signs of handling. One of the reasons the 1977 no mint mark quarter fascinates collectors is the possibility of rare mint errors. Error coins often become the true stars of the coin collecting world because every mistake tells a story from the production line at the United States Mint. Some 1977 quarters have been discovered with doubled die errors, off-center strikes, clipped planchets, or dramatic die cracks. A doubled die coin may show visible doubling on the lettering or date, making the details appear slightly duplicated under magnification. Error coins in brilliant condition can sometimes sell for hundreds or even thousands of dollars depending on rarity and demand. Coin hunters carefully inspect every 1977 quarter they find. Hoping to discover one of these elusive treasures hidden among ordinary change, the current market value of a standard 1977 Washington quarter with no mint mark depends heavily on condition. In circulated condition, most examples are generally worth face value or slightly above it. However, coins graded in brilliant uncirculated condition by professional grading services can command significantly higher prices. A high-grade example with exceptional eye appeal may sell for $20, $50, or even several $100s. Rare coins certified in near-perfect mint state grades, such as M-67 or above, become extremely difficult to find because so few survived without marks or imperfections. In elite auctions, extraordinary examples with superb quality have sold for thousands of dollars. Especially when collectors compete fiercely to own the finest known specimens, the idea of coins being worth millions of dollars captures the imagination of people everywhere. And while a normal 1977 quarter will not usually reach those heights, the coin market has proven that rare varieties and one-of-a-kind errors can surprise everyone. Across American coin history, certain quarters have become legendary because of minting mistakes or extremely low survival numbers. This creates excitement around every older Washington quarter discovered in brilliant condition. Some collectors believe undiscovered rarities may still exist in old collections, bank rolls, and estate holdings. That possibility keeps treasure hunters searching through jars of coins every day, dreaming that the next quarter they examine could become a life-changing discovery. The Philadelphia Mint, where the no mint mark 1977 quarter was produced, has played a central role in American history since the late 1700s. Established shortly after the founding of the United States, the mint became responsible for producing the nation's official coinage. During the 1970s, America experienced economic challenges including inflation and energy crises, yet the quarter remained one of the most important coins in daily commerce. Millions of Americans carried Washington quarters in their pockets for vending machines, public telephones, and everyday shopping. Today, these same coins act as miniature historical artifacts, connecting collectors to a fascinating era of American life and culture. Many coin experts and collectors encourage viewers to inspect the edges, surfaces, and lettering of every 1977 quarter carefully. A brilliant coin should display strong mint luster that reflects light beautifully across the surface. Sharp hair details on Washington's portrait and clear feather details on the eagle are signs of a strong strike. Collectors also look for unusual color toning, proof-like surfaces, and rare die varieties. Coins that appear almost untouched after nearly 50 years naturally attract more attention and higher prices. Some enthusiasts even use magnifying glasses and digital microscopes to search for tiny details invisible to the naked eye. Turning coin collecting into a thrilling treasure hunt, professional coin grading companies have greatly influenced the modern rare coin market. Services such as Professional Coin Grading Service and Numismatic Guarantee Company authenticate and grade coins using strict standards. A 1977 Washington quarter graded at the highest levels can become extremely desirable among serious collectors. These grading companies seal coins in protective holders that preserve their condition and verify authenticity. Investors and collectors trust these certified grades when buying or selling valuable coins at major auctions. Because condition matters so much, even tiny differences in quality can dramatically affect a quarter's final market value. Another fascinating aspect of the 1977 Washington quarter is its connection to the broader American economy and banking system. Although many people casually refer to the State Bank of America, When discussing valuable coins, the actual coin production process involved the United States Mint and the Federal Reserve banking network distributing coins nationwide. Quarters circulated through banks, businesses, and cash registers across the country, becoming part of everyday American life. Over decades, many were lost, damaged, or melted, while only a small number remained preserved in brilliant condition. This gradual disappearance of pristine examples helps explain why collectors eagerly pay premiums for high-quality survivors. Today, the story of the 1977 Washington quarter proves that hidden treasures may still exist in ordinary places. Whether discovered in pocket change, inherited collections, or old bank rolls, these coins continue to excite collectors around the world. A no-mint mark quarter in brilliant condition may not guarantee instant riches, but rare errors and exceptional grades can transform a simple 25-cent coin into a collectible worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. For YouTube audiences, the mystery, history, and potential value of the 1977 Washington quarter create the perfect combination of education and excitement. Every coin carries a story, and sometimes the smallest pieces of American history become the greatest surprises of all. Next up, the design of the 1978 Washington quarter carries deep historical meaning. The front of the coin features the famous portrait of America's first president, George Washington, designed by sculptor John Flanagan. The reverse side displays a proud eagle with spread wings, clutching arrows and olive branches, symbolizing both military strength and peace. This classic design had already been in use for decades by 1978 and had become one of the most recognizable coin images in American history. Collectors admire the coin because it represents an important era before the state quarters program transformed quarter designs in 1999. Many people who discover these coins today are amazed to realize that an ordinary-looking quarter from the late 1970s could actually become a collectible treasure. Depending on its condition and rarity, most 1978 quarters without mint marks were struck in Philadelphia using a copper-nickel clad composition rather than silver. Because the coin was made for circulation, millions entered everyday commerce, where they were used in vending machines, grocery stores, gas stations, and banks across America. In old and worn condition, these quarters are generally valued between 25 cents and $2. However, collectors become excited when they discover examples with sharp details, brilliant luster, or rare minting errors. Some error coins from 1978 include off-center strikes, double die varieties, clipped planchets, and coins struck on the wrong metal planchets. These unusual mistakes can dramatically increase value and turn an ordinary quarter into a collector's dream worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars at auction. One of the most exciting aspects of the 1978 Washington quarter is the possibility of finding an extremely rare high-grade specimen. Professional coin grading companies such as PCGS and NGC carefully evaluate coins and assign grades based on preservation and eye appeal. A heavily circulated old 1978 quarter may not bring much money, but an uncirculated example graded MS67 or higher can command astonishing prices. Some near-perfect coins have sold for several $1,000s because collectors compete aggressively for the finest known examples. This dramatic difference in value is what makes coin collecting so thrilling. Two coins from the same year may appear similar to ordinary people, but tiny differences in condition can separate a common coin from a rare treasure. Collectors also search for quarters with unique minting errors, because these mistakes are accidental and often extremely scarce. Imagine discovering a 1978 quarter with a dramatic off-center strike where part of the design is missing, or a doubled image visible in the lettering and date. Such errors attract attention from serious numismatists around the world. Some rare error quarters have sold for hundreds or thousands of dollars, depending on the strength and visibility of the error. The possibility of finding these hidden rarities in old jars, piggy banks, or inherited coin collections keeps collectors constantly searching through spare change. This treasure hunting excitement is one reason why YouTube videos about valuable coins continue attracting millions of views globally. The late 1970s was also an interesting economic period in American history. Inflation, rising prices, and changing financial systems influenced everyday life across the United States. Coins like the 1978 quarter became silent witnesses to that era. During this time, large financial institutions such as Bank of America played important roles in the nation's banking and economic structure, while the Federal Reserve continued managing monetary policy during challenging economic conditions. Many collectors enjoy connecting old coins to the historical periods in which they circulated because each coin becomes more than metal. It becomes a piece of American social and economic history for creators. The 1978 Washington Quarter offers the perfect combination of mystery, history, and treasure hunting excitement. Viewers love hearing stories about ordinary-looking coins that could secretly be worth life-changing amounts of money. A powerful video script can describe how someone unknowingly spent a rare quarter worth thousands of dollars, or found one hidden in an old family coin jar. Adding dramatic comparisons between common quarters and rare error versions helps build suspense and keeps audiences watching. Many successful coin videos also encourage viewers to inspect their own coins, carefully using magnifying glasses and proper lighting, because tiny details can reveal hidden value. Another fascinating feature of the 1978 quarter is its role in beginner coin collecting. Unlike extremely rare ancient coins or expensive gold pieces, Washington quarters are affordable and accessible. Many collectors begin their hobby by searching through pocket change for older quarters, without realizing that certain dates, conditions, and errors can carry substantial value. This accessibility has helped make Washington quarters one of the most widely collected coin series in the United States. Over time, dedicated collectors may assemble complete date and mint collections, seeking the highest quality examples possible to increase both historical and financial value. Today's coin market continues evolving as online auctions and social media expose more people to rare coin discoveries. Websites and auction platforms regularly showcase impressive sales of Washington quarters in extraordinary condition. Although most old 1978 quarters are not worth millions, stories of rare mint errors and elite condition coins selling for thousands create enormous excitement among collectors. This growing attention has inspired many families to revisit forgotten coin albums and inherited collections, hoping to uncover hidden treasures that were ignored for decades. The popularity of coin collecting has become a worldwide phenomenon fueled by internet videos, collector forums, and auction headlines. In conclusion, the 1978 no-mint mark Washington quarter is far more than an ordinary 25-cent coin. It represents American history, economic change, artistic design, and the thrill of hidden treasure discovery. Even an old circulated example can spark curiosity about rare varieties, mint errors, and high-grade collectibles worth serious money. For collectors and YouTube audiences alike, the possibility that a simple quarter could be worth hundreds or thousands of dollars creates endless fascination. Whether found in spare change, inherited collections, or forgotten drawers, the 1978 Washington quarter continues inspiring treasure hunters around the world to search carefully and dream big about the next incredible coin discovery. Next up, the legendary Washington quarter from the United States continues to attract collectors and treasure hunters across the world. Especially the famous 1982 issue struck at the United States Mint in Denver. At first glance, this quarter may appear to be an ordinary 25-cent coin found in pocket change. But hidden among millions of regular examples are rare varieties and high-grade specimens worth astonishing amounts of money today. The 1982 Washington quarter carries the iconic portrait of George Washington on the obverse, and the powerful eagle reverse design that represented American pride for decades. During the early 1980s, the United States faced economic uncertainty and inflation, making coin production an important part of daily commerce. Because mint sets were not officially produced by the U.S. Mint in 1982, collectors had fewer chances to obtain pristine examples, which dramatically increased demand for high-quality surviving coins. Today, coin experts search intensely for 1982 quarters with sharp strikes, blazing luster, and rare minting errors that can push their value from a simple quarter to thousands or even tens of thousands of dollars in elite auctions. One of the most exciting aspects of the 1982 Washington quarter is its surprising rarity in top condition. While billions were minted, very few survived in gem uncirculated grades because many entered circulation immediately and became worn from everyday use. A quarter described as very good condition usually shows moderate wear, softened details, and faded shine. Yet even these circulated examples still attract interest because of the coin's historical significance and potential hidden varieties. Standard circulated pieces may only sell for a small premium over face value, often between $1 and $5 depending on demand. However, collectors are constantly searching for rare error versions, including doubled dies, off-center strikes, clipped planchets, and dramatic die cracks. These unusual minting mistakes transform ordinary coins into extraordinary collector treasures. Some authenticated mint error 1982 quarters have sold for hundreds or thousands of dollars, especially when the error is highly visible and certified by professional grading companies. The possibility that a worn quarter from an old jar or family collection could secretly hold massive value keeps excitement surrounding this coin. Alive today, the history behind the Washington Quarter series adds even more fascination to the 1982D issue. The quarter was originally introduced in 1932 to celebrate the 200th birthday anniversary of George Washington. Designed by sculptor John Flanagan, the coin became one of the most recognizable pieces of American currency ever created. By 1982, the quarter had already circulated for half a century and symbolized stability within the American financial system. The Denver Mint, identified by the small d mint mark, produced hundreds of millions of these quarters to satisfy national demand. Yet despite the high production numbers, few collectors at the time preserved rolls or bags of 1982D quarters, because attention was focused on other collectible coins. This lack of preservation created a modern rarity in superb condition. Today, professional coin graders examine tiny details such as strike sharpness, contact marks, and original mint luster to determine whether a coin deserves a high grade capable of commanding huge auction prices. A single point difference on the grading scale can mean the difference between a coin worth $20 and one worth several thousand. Collectors especially admire the 1982D Washington Quarter, because it belongs to an era before modern state quarter programs transformed American coin collecting. The classic eagle reverse design gives the coin a strong patriotic appearance that many enthusiasts believe represents the golden age of circulating U.S. coinage. On the obverse, George Washington's profile displays strength and dignity, while the reverse eagle clutches arrows and olive branches symbolizing America's readiness for both peace and defense. In circulated very good condition, these details may appear softened, but the coin still carries its historic charm. Some collectors search specifically for coins with unusual toning patterns, where natural aging creates shades of blue, gold, purple, or silver across the surface. Attractive toning can dramatically increase collector demand. Others seek rare transitional or die variety examples linked to production anomalies at the Denver Mint. Because no official mint sets existed in 1982, finding beautifully preserved examples today is extremely difficult, which explains why elite specimens certified in near-perfect condition have reached remarkable market prices at major coin auctions. Another reason the 1982D quarter captures attention is the incredible stories surrounding rare discoveries. Across the United States, collectors have reportedly found valuable quarters hidden in bank rolls, estate collections, junk drawers, and inherited coin jars. These stories fuel dreams that an overlooked coin could become a life-changing treasure overnight. Although most circulated 1982D quarters are common, certain error coins and exceptionally preserved pieces continue to break expectations in the numismatic market. Experts from grading companies such as Professional Coin Grading Service and Numismatic Guarantee Company carefully authenticate and grade these coins, providing official certification that greatly increases buyer confidence. High-grade examples graded M-67 or above are extraordinarily rare and can command huge premiums. Some top-condition specimens have sold for several $1,000s because collectors compete aggressively for registry-quality coins. This intense competition proves that even modern-looking quarters from the 1980s can become elite collectibles when rarity and condition combine perfectly. The current market for Washington quarters remains strong, because interest in coin collecting continues growing worldwide through online auctions, social media, and channels dedicated to rare coins. Many collectors search specifically for coins connected to historical transitions in U.S. minting practices, and the 1982D quarter fits perfectly into that category. Since mint sets were absent that year, obtaining untouched coins became much more difficult than for many surrounding dates. As a result, certified uncirculated examples with strong eye appeal often achieve impressive auction records. Meanwhile, circulated examples in very good condition remain popular among beginner collectors because they are affordable pieces of American history. Some rare error examples featuring dramatic off-center strikes or doubled lettering have achieved values ranging from hundreds to thousands of dollars, depending on visibility and rarity. The excitement surrounding these discoveries keeps demand alive, especially among younger collectors inspired by stories of ordinary people finding valuable coins in everyday change. When discussing the 1982D Washington Quarter, many creators also connect the coin to broader themes involving the American economy and financial history. Although people sometimes mistakenly mention the State Bank of America, the major institution commonly associated with U.S. currency history is Bank of America, along with the Federal Reserve banking system. Coins like the Washington Quarter represent more than money. They symbolize trust in the nation's economy and government. During the early 1980s, America faced rising inflation, unemployment concerns, and financial transitions that affected daily life for millions of citizens. Every quarter produced at the Denver Mint became part of the nation's economic circulation, moving through banks, businesses, vending machines, and households. Decades later, those same coins are now studied by collectors who view them not only as currency, but also as historical artifacts reflecting a unique period in American history. This blend of history, rarity, and potential profit makes the 1982D quarter an exciting subject for collectors and audiences alike in the end. The 1982D Washington quarter proves that even an ordinary-looking coin can hold extraordinary fascination. A circulated example in very good condition may only carry modest value today, but hidden rarities and elite mint-state examples continue to command astonishing prices in the collector market. From its patriotic design and historical background to its rare errors and auction potential, the 1982D quarter remains one of the most talked-about modern Washington quarters in American numismatics. For treasure hunters, collectors, and YouTube viewers, the dream of discovering a valuable quarter worth thousands of dollars keeps excitement alive year after year. Whether found in an old collection, inherited from family members, or pulled unexpectedly from pocket change, this coin reminds everyone that history and hidden value can still exist in the smallest everyday objects. Thanks for watching.